Hello everybody, this is Lucky and welcome back to Phoenix Wright. I'm gonna go ahead and continue from where we last stopped off. Courtroom number 4. However, Ezra is here. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Edwards, your opening statement, please. The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed below after jackhammer in Studio 1 of local studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will put to this fact. I see. Very well, I'd like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edward, the prosecution may call its first witness. Very well, I call a most familiar face to Detective Gumshoe to stand. Detective, if you briefly describe the case to the court? Yes, sir, I'll explain with the guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio, see? This here is the employee area. Actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. The security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station, there's the gate, see? Past that gate are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the crime or the murder, where the body was found. And now the day of the murder, October 15th, there was only 3 people here. The victim, Jackhammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and the young woman, the protection assistant. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. For lunch, the victim, Jackhammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now jump ahead to later that day, 5 p.m. The production staff came to the Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled. The time of death was 2:30 p.m. Samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest with the murder weapon. How would they not know? How would they know if it was really that? What if he died a different way? And then they planted that there. That's the case in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen to the whole thing again? Yeah, I think I'll skip it. I think I could probably remember that. So the murder weapon was a spear? How medieval. How medieval can you get? Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security guard at the guard station say? Understood. Let's call the security officer to the stand. Oh god, her. Will the witness declare her name? Oh, aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered. Oh. Your name, please? Oh, dearie, no need to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma. Your name, please? It seems Edward has a bit trouble getting witness to say their name. When the Oldbag looked weary. You just told me Grandma. Oh god! She's talking so fast! Good god! I can't even read all that for going so fast. Objection! I just to the witness and talk to this. Objection sustained. The witness was afraid of probably not understand. I was just needed the good part, dearie. Have we get to the testimony? Oldbag, now is not the time to flirt with the with the workers here, lady. Now the witness was stationed at the big gate on the day of the murder, correct? Yes, yeah, it was. And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you. You know your step theory. You may begin your testimony. Sure is one hell of an old bag. You sure is sweating bullets there, Phoenix. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1. Poor old Hammer and the rest have been doing a run-through of it there since the morning. I had some errands to run that morning. Anyways, it was 1 when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from until 5. Now the murder happened 2:30, right? Interesting to me because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m. It was Power. That's the man right there. He was heading towards the studio. How can you not know? Like, how could you know for sure if it was really him? One of us still knows pretending to be Powers. It's like definitive. Right, well, let's begin the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. I know which one I have to do.
Objection!
Okay, this one's not gonna be too long for this one. You've been saying since yesterday you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in his photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly? None other than a Steel Samurai, the founder of Old Tokyo. Miss Oldbag. Is this the Mr. Powers you saw? Of course. Didn't your mama teach you any sense, sonny? Anyone could clearly see that Powers, right? No, they can't. I wonder. Sure, Mr. Powers does play this role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai. At least during that time. Because what if it was someone else? I know that. I wasn't born yesterday. No one is a court and including of that witness. Having trouble calling her Oldbag apparently. However, you do not have proof that the person in the photos is real Power, do you? Yeah, exactly. Like, what if it could be anybody that suddenly put that on? It could have been anybody. What a deal, Dan. Of course I have proof. What? Huh? Even Edgeworth is surprised? I'm surprised that Edgeworth is surprised. The prosecution would like to ask the witness. Please make known all the information in your possession ahead of time. How was I to know everyone would be nosy? Should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good evidence, pal. He would give me a second look. Wow, Oldbag has left even Edward speechless. She's good. Let's hear your proof then. Yeah, let's hear it. I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning during the run through after the scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now, look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his legs, see? Clear as day. That's how he knew it, Powers. Happy? So he had sprained his ankle? Very well, Mr. Wright. You made to cross-examine the witness. She got that would be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. Okay. Let's see. He broke a prop? Sure did. His own samurai spear. Samurai spear? The murder weapon? Luckily I was there with my duct tape to fix it. This strikes me as a significant detail. I better write this down on the chart record. Samurai spear, the murder weapon of breaking after embedded with duct tape. Who was present at the run-through? Well, let's see. It was Power. He's the Steel Samurai. And then Pearl, Hammer, the evil magistrate. And me. What exactly were you doing? Observing. Just observing. What about the assistant? No, she was off moving backdrops around and such. So she didn't see the run-through then. Well, there's one thing that bothered me, which is, where's this Steel Samurai costume now? Well, we couldn't find it. We were looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes? And it's clear that the person in Steel Samurai suit was Mr. Willpower. I suppose that's right. But what if someone else was pretending to be him and they were dragging their feet? Are you sure, Your Honor? Hold it right there. We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo still shows the Steel Samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Willpower. That's true. The defense has the point. Yeah, that's true. You can't really see who it really is because they're covered in the costume. I also wonder if someone else not caught in the camera killed with the hammer. We have to consider that possibility also. Then allow me to remove that doubt from her mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please? No need to ask twice. Anything for extrovert for this lady? The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30, true. The only person I saw go in the studio before then was Willpower. No one else went there. If I had, I would have saw them. So if no one else went to the studio, then it could have been the Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. See.
Objection!
Hold on. Look at this photograph one more time. This photo was taken by the camera in the gate for the studios, correct? Yes, sir, Sonny. So remember, anyone who passes by here, I'm have to take the picture. And there, I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground. Right. Anyway, it's also true that the computer guard station returned all security cam data. Oh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening. The computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are printed the words, October 15th, 2 p.m., photo 2. Even I know that means that taken at 2 p.m. October the 15th. Really, Sonny? Actually, I do that too. The issue here is the bit says at the end where it says photo number 2. Photo number 2. The computer only held data for the one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1 if it really was the only photo. True. Order. Please. Tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, that's why I wanted to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not 1, but 2 people went to the studio that day. Yet there's only 1 data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other one? That's true. Only someone with access to the security lady herself. Me? You watch your mouth, whippersnapper. The only person I saw that day was Will Powers. But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by. Well, yes, that's what it seemed to mean. Can the witness explain it to the court? I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help! Huh? Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either. Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too. Whippersnapper. Something the matter, Miss Oldbag? That's right. I just remembered something. Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the Steel Samurai. Well, yes, I suppose it could put it that way. Really, lady? Really? I see. Your testimony, please. Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other partner job to do. I go to the photos and record it on the security computer to check them. I throw any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out 1 photo that day. Miss Oldbag, this is the first time I heard this. Well, of course, Sonny, I've just only remembered it. And you decided to remember that now? Really? Right, anyways, but the right please begin the cross-examination. Well, I'd say this was a turn for the expected if I had kind of expected this. How can you forget something that you could easily remember? Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other part-time job to do. Go to the photos. Let's see. After this. Gotta press her on this one. Who in the heck was down that photo you erased? A fanboy. Fanboy? Steel Samurai fanboys. Real freaks if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about. One was there that day. Objection! Wait a second. Didn't you just say no one else came in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those are your words. Well, if you must know, there is a drain that goes into the employee area. Drain that's always open? The grate had been loose for a while. It leads outside, well, that's where they come in. Why can't they just, screw it in? They come through the drain? I told you they were freaks. Oh, and? They're kids. Children. Whippersnappers. Kids? So on the photo that you erased? That was a boy. Probably 2nd or 3rd grade. What? She didn't even say it until now? Order. Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by on the gate on the way to the studio that day. One with the Steel Samurai and dragging his leg. And the other was a boy who led to be in the 2nd or 3rd grade. Oh yes, we see his type there all day, every day. Can't stop him. Can't catch him. A boy in the 2nd, 3rd grade. Assuming it'd be hard if it... Not impossible for a young boy to wield the samurai spear. Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy. Yeah, that's true. Quite heavy. Right? As I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why he erased the data. Look at what's going on. I mean, the boy was there. It makes him a suspect. Yeah, and now we're trying to unsuspect him. This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to send us new information. And for no forgetting vital information this time. Mr. Powers? Yes? Tell me straight. Were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio? I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest. So, who would the still samurai in the security photo? How should I know? The still samurai captain was off to the corner of the resting room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really. Not true. What you should take better care of that stuff. I can't imagine anyone want to steal a still samurai costume. So, where does this leave me? It doesn't look good. You're only one likely suspect right now. Nick, what are we gonna do? First we play it one more time. We start targeting someone else could conceivably done this. Right? And it'll take them so long to shoot that down that we can get another day. Right, but if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot. True. You don't sound very optimistic. I'm not optimistic at all, actually. Ain't it? It's time. Okay, let's go. What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that. Court will now reconvene. If the efforts was present, the prosecution thought on the matter. The prosecution thought that simple. Nothing will change. The other person who went to the studios is a boy, roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence. But there's still no one else that committed the crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers. Very well. Mr. Wright, your thoughts? The defense disagrees with the prosecution claim. There is another person that could have committed this crime. Order. Interesting. Let us hear what you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is absolutely innocent, you will be penalized. Right? Great. As if the stakes weren't high enough. Security lady, Wendy Oldbag. Huh? Who? The still samurai is jacking his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about the morning's injury. Maybe because they've been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about that injury. The security lady, Oldbag. What? Whippersnapper. Order, order! Is this true, Oldbag? Oldbag? That's Miss Oldbag to you. Miss Oldbag was standing guard alone at the gate. She was by herself, in other words, she had no alibi. She could have briefly left their approach to steal the samurai costume, that's true. True. Then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder. Why would she go through the trouble of wearing the steel samurai costume? Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she would point the finger at him. I see. Excellent detective reasoning, Mr. Wright. Oh yeah, you're right there. Sherlock's home too, baby. Huh? That's odd. Isn't the part where Edward comes in? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection and some new damning evidence? Mr. Edgeworth? Did the prosecution have an opinion on this matter? The prosecution had no meaningful objections at the time. What? What is that supposed to mean? Oh, you all think that I did it. Is that it? Edgy boy, don't you just sit there, do something. What's my move now? Maybe now's the chance to take this the whole way. The very same reason that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in the case can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's action on that day. But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer? You forgot that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too. That's true. That's very true. Indeed. That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope. Joe, just wait a minute. What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy. The one whose photo I erased. He's only a grade schooler though, as you said. Second or third grade, was it? That doesn't matter. When I was that age, I pinned my old man in 10 cents and tops. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? That boy is not the killer. What? How could you be so sure? Because the spear is too heavy for a child. Or is it be nice to the kids and mean your elders? Say, lipper snapper. I have proof. Proof? Indeed? Then let's see the proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows this boy should have not committed this murder?
Take that!
Your Honor, the murder weapon was the samurai spear. That spear is shown here in this photo. How could the boy have taken the spear? It's impossible. I see. Well, would the witness declare the comment on this? The Windbag, speechless. This gotta be a first. Very well. The court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edwards, please find out more about your witness, Miss Wendy. Was that her name? Something Oldbag, Your Honor. Something Oldbag. That the prosecution will look further into this Oldbag before we continue. That is all. Court is adjourned. Wait a second. I'm not gonna wait and sit there while you run off barking up the wrong tree. Me? I'm docking. Even the judge is shocked. Oh great. Stop the presses, the Windbag with the top. Mr. Oldbag, what is this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony? Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about. Talk about? By who? Huh? You mean it wasn't Edward who told her not to talk? Well, testify. See. Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studio on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studio that day. But if you're going to be accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free. Miss Oldbag, this is crucial information. Why do you keep this from the court till now? Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap. I always do what I'm told. No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. What is the power of the Oldbag? Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. I hate it when people hide stuff from the court. If you want them to know and help, tell the court. Be honest. Global students want to keep quiet about them, man. See.
Hold it!
Who were these people? Well, the director and the producers for starters. The director. We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of their action scene without the director? Of course. Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it. So, where were these people? The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime and they had a meeting after that. Where? Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer. Studio 2? That's where there was a Studio 2? Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. You go through the gate and all the way to the left. The path for the monkey's head was falling over. Yeah, the blocked up area. Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue cross-examination? I think I already asked my question, but... I don't know. We have learned there were others at Global Studios on the day in question. The director and the producer enter some bit with the world present. Yet we stand here, they have not been questioned. Yep, that's true. I hold that it's possible to clear a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers. The court acknowledges the defendant's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Miss Oldbag, and more information about the other people we just been told of. Gee, you look mad, Edgeworth. Why so mad? I understand, Your Honor. This ends the day's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. This court is adjourned. There. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. It was right to ask you to defend me. Oh, really? That's nothing. Oh, should I say? They'll be going down to the studios for more investigating. We have to find out more about the director and producer. They'll be turning up in the trial as a witness for certain. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination. So have we figured out just who was in that Steel Samurai costume? Could it be... Could have really been Oldbag? Were you second power? I don't think it was her, really. Neither did I, Nick. Yeah, I know. Look, I was just behind back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers. Poor old windbag. I kind of feel sorry for her. She wasn't winning any points there, or with my accusation. I can't even say that word. Good job. Well, let's get down to the studios. Right, we'll be back to visit you soon. Thanks, guys. Every time I see that guy, I still see Wolverine. Come to the head state with progress here. So I'm gonna go ahead out of here for now. If you guys enjoyed the video, feel free to hit that like button below and subscribe for more videos to come. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.